Hi guys dan selamat kembali ke Studio Sembang bersama saya Amy in the studio this week from on the other side of the causeway. Ya, kita ada kalau aku like, kalau tak aku swipe is the one and only Alyph.
What's going on?
What's up? Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I was gonna say thank you for having me, but like you've heard that before. You've never? Thank you for having me.
Oh no, I pernah dengar.
Okay.
Usually every week lah.
Yeah.
Tapi sebenarnya, so I dah prep Alyph. I told him I was going to goreng him a bit lah at the beginning of this episode.
Okay.
You bersedia?
Sangat.
Okay. Sebenarnya kan, I agak terkejut yang you datang show I tau.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I sangat bersyukur because I wanted you on the show from the very beginning. Tapi when we spoke about it in person, I remember you telling me I have too much energy. So I macam, terkejutnya dia boleh sampai dekat sini. I bersyukur lah because I really wanted you on the show for the record. And I respect you a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for coming.
Wow.
I'll try to rein it back, you know?
You know what I meant?
No, I don't know what you meant, and I respect you so much, so I want to know.
Oh, don't do that. No. Yeah. So it's like certain things, like when I say things, you know, it's always with the truth, like with whatever that I see going on, and I collect it for the times that I actually meet meet people in real life, and you know, and you're really a strong character. Do you think that I think that's a superpower?
No,
I don't
appreciate you for saying that.
You know, like you. I mean, this is the thing, right? Who goes around saying I have strong character? Like, it's just somebody else needs to say it.
Fair.
Like, you know, who goes like, I'm the greatest. You know what I mean?
I'm the GOAT.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
No, I get you.
Yeah, but sometimes it can come like.
Yeah.
But my fault. My fault.
No, don't trip. I'm really just messing with you. Honestly, just saja je nak kacau.
I don't like this kind of stuff because
Aduh,
like it makes me think.
No, don't trip. Sebenarnya, okay, latar belakang cerita ni kan, is that a really long time ago, I had a dream of making a song. And I dipairkan dengan seorang producer yang sebenarnya dalam pandangan I yang sejujur-jujurnya, Alyph, sangatlah hebat. Dan sangatlah tak sama level dengan I. In terms of level of experience and expertise and semua ni. So itulah time yang I first jumpa you, which was maybe like, how long ago agak lama kan?
2018 kot.
Woi!
2000.
Oh, time tu I baby lagi. Tapi sekarang I masih baby so.
Dia masa like your video of you like rapping.
The rapping kan was kind of blowing up. And
Yeah.
then I dapat peluang and rezeki untuk bekerja dengan Alyph. And I just remember feeling so like a little bit like I'm like suddenly in the deep end of the pool with somebody who really knows what they're doing and I don't know anything, right? And last it never worked out. And I mengharap, because I never really got to speak to you after that you never took anything the wrong way from that. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for, walaupun kita tak dapat keluarkan lagu sama-sama, I feel like you are somebody that walaupun kita tak rapat and we haven't really spoken very much, I learned so much from you. So I want to say thank you for that, which I never got to say before.
That's love.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way.
No.
You know, I cherish masa yang, you know, that we got in the studio. However else, I think that kita dua, like, we came out of the sessions and we grew like
for
more,
sure.
you know.
I learned a lot from you.
Me too. And that is the beautiful part. To us, like, I really love studio sessions about we kind of leave apa-apa yang kita rasa personality kita apa kan, everything semua like it's at the door. When we come in and then we chat and you know talk about what we want to talk about. And yeah, that's why I really love doing all this. But your song is still in the kat dalam the folder, and
You still have it?
of course I still have the song. I got all versions of it.
No, the 60 version, dude.
Itu masalah dia.
Itu masalah dia. The reason I rasa macam I kena minta maaf and also berterima kasih dekat Alyph is because I gave you headache.
Yeah.
And you know I'm right.
Yeah. Like, again, you know, because of these sessions, we get to really express apa yang kita rasa.
Oh, 100%.
Apa yang kita rasa sesuai untuk kita.
Betul.
So it could be at that point in time I wasn't ready to put out sebuah lagu with us that's like that, and you weren't either,
Oh, I was 100% already.
right?
Yeah.
You know,
And you
tu
saw
pasal,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
tu pasal we had so many versions, and that's why stuff like that happens. You know, it's meant to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Betul? Betul?
Yeah.
So kita pernah buat studio session.
I could just leak it.
Oh no, please, I'm begging you, I'm begging you.
Just let me know which
Do you know
version
what that
and I'll
song
leak
was
it.
like? That song was like I Am the Goat, which you should really not be releasing about yourself. You faham tak? Do you know what I mean? Like, no, as in like, not you should be releasing that, but that was a bad idea for me because that's not even my personality tau. So I don't know what I was doing. But thank you for layaning me selama itu. And so seeing as kita pernah buat studio session in your swimming pool, sekarang welcome to a studio session in my swimming pool.
Swimming pool.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I love being here.
Yeah, thank you. Poor thing. He's been here 5 minutes and he's already like, oh my
I'm
God.
not ready.
Regret.
But macam, oh man. Dia macam right off the bat.
Yeah, shots fired.
Tak bagi.
No, I'm kidding. It's just nothing but respect. But
Okay.
so if you've pernah tengok studio Sembang, kita selalu akan mulakan dengan soalan yang sama, which is how was your childhood? And this is apa yang you rasa you selesa untuk share. Sebab I know something pasal Alyph yang mungkin orang kat luar tahu juga is that you're an incredibly private person, which kita hormat and you have your right to it. So how was your childhood?
Beautiful.
No.
Child was amazing. Rapat dengan mak bapak, rapat dengan adik-beradik. I got 3 other younger siblings. We're all 5
Nice.
tahun.
Wow.
The gap.
Wow.
Me, girl, boy.
Oh.
So boy, girl, boy. Yeah, it was in my opinion, a childhood yang I'm thankful for having. Walaupun masa tu macam I was quite like mama wouldn't buy for me like the toys that I want, or she wouldn't get me the console that I want to play games. And I was furious. Tapi sekarang ni macam, because she knows. You know, my dad knows how I am. And that's why now I'm making music. I'm not like at home, like addicted
Yeah.
to like games ataupun just.
Yeah.
I mean, not literally, but I know that there were good reasons and great intentions
Oh, for
behind
sure.
anything. So I would say that my childhood was amazing and I'll do it over and over again.
Yeah. As the oldest sibling, you pernah rasa tak macam sebenarnya you memikul banyak expectation on yourself? Sometimes as older siblings, which I can relate, kita ada this one sifat like, oh, I have to do this and I have to make it because I'm like leading the way for my siblings. Apa lagi lah because you're a guy and the
Yeah.
oldest of 4. You pernah tak rasa macam tu?
I think as the eldest, I mean, if they're watching this, my siblings are watching this.
They're going to be like, watch what you say.
Yeah. I think I was slightly ignorant to the fact yang I have to be, I don't know, a role model ataupun set a great example. I was just having fun.
Oh, nice.
You know, I was just like really
Yeah.
having the time of my life, doing whatever I want to do, following rules, breaking rules. Being the eldest actually made me feel young. I was the first experiment of a child. So daripada saya, mak bapak saya tahu macam mana they know, where they could do better, where they could this, they could that, and gradually my other siblings got the other versions. So to me, again, masa tu it was just like petty, macam why they get like the good song player and I get the $5. I know it's $5,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow.
But now thinking about it, I never deserved it either.
Fair. I know. It's
Yeah.
crazy how like you can be ada siblings pun tapi kita semua ada pengalaman masing-masing.
Yeah, so I didn't check the necessary boxes of being the best first son, you know?
But dude, look at you now.
Look where they got me.
So clearly something went right lah. Kita cakap macam tu je
Yeah.
lah. Simplekan je lah kan.
Yes.
So let's talk about music in your childhood. Like where did this start for you?
We play a lot of music at home, in the car. My parents listen to all kinds of music. We listen to Chicago, we listen to Scorpion. We also listen to Raihan. We listen to Britney Spears.
Oh, nice.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Oh my god, same references.
And then on my
Yes.
own, Eminem, Tupac,
Oh yeah.
Limp Bizkit,
Nice.
all those kind of songs. Jadi dengan music tu is no stranger in my family. Walaupun I don't think none of my like uncles ataupun just extended family, none of them were making music.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing music, so I don't know daripada mana I get this
Mm-hmm.
thing. But yeah, it's always been there around my
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
Time you tengah membesar, did you ever think like mungkin satu hari nanti music ni, which memang ada kat sekeliling you, akan jadi sesuatu yang memang bukan saja ada, tapi is your everything, is your medium.
Yeah. Pernah tak like
Ya,
fikir benda
pernah
tu?
tak fikir benda tu? Ataupun menyimpan cita-cita tu kat dalam hati?
I'm gonna tell you macam some memories of Syok sendiri.
Okay.
Sebab sebenarnya bila kita nak buat benda kreatif ni kan, as a career, bagi saya, you need to have a certain level of delusion.
Oh, for sure. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, dia macam,
Confirm.
yeah. So I would be in the shower dengan air yang
Mengalir.
menurun seperti air terjun
Wow. Ayat puisi tu.
selama setengah jam. My siblings would say 3 hours, but I would say setengah jam. And I'm performing in the shower. I'm not singing in the shower, I'm performing in the shower. And I'm performing to my favorite songs in the shower. Jadi habis mandi tu berpeluh gila. Lepas tu kita nak mandi untuk ni bersih kan. Tapi habis mandi I'm like
Okay.
it was all cardio.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I think back, those are certain examples of me macam I see it so clear. I don't know how to explain it to sesiapa pun.
Faham.
It don't make sense. And I cannot tell sesiapa about it. Sebab how do I tell anyone?
Siapa boleh faham?
Yeah, siapa boleh faham kan? And I need to keep my friends.
Aloh, kasihan dia.
But yeah. So kalau tanya sekarang pun, I don't know when the transition happened daripada it being a vision that's so crystal clear to it being a career that yang
Is
akan bayar
crystal
bil
clear.
lampu,
Yeah.
you know, bayar dinner, groceries. I don't know when that transition happened, but I still feel like kadang-kadang I'm here and you're interviewing me about my hobby. Like, why do you really love music? You know, and I actually have an actual job.
Yeah.
Tapi that's not the case.
Yeah.
Sebab I don't have anybody to talk to about benda-benda macam ni. I'm coming from where I came from. I would assume lah, that's how I feel. Yang tak ada, I've been trying to pinpoint siapa yang saya boleh tanya soalan. Macam mana ni. Tapi this particular path that I'm on, saya rasa macam tak ada sesiapa yang I can ask. So I just have to, so I gotta be partly delusional and keep thinking that I have something great to give. And give.
Faham?
Yeah.
I think, it's so crazy to me sebab setiap kali I bercakap dengan siapa-siapa yang bekerja dalam industri sama dengan I,
Yeah.
it's like we obviously are totally different. Like you make music and I'm not that good at it. Period. On facts.
Come on.
But the reality is that ramai entertainers ada perjalanan yang sama dari segi macam banyak benda yang kita kena belajar sendiri on the inside. And then much later, selepas kita dah mungkin membina sesuatu untuk diri sendiri, baru kita akan rasa macam kita tak berseorangan.
Yeah.
I relate on that.
Lepas kita dah, it's like after you've done a few stuff, then slowly dia macam magnet lah. Dia macam, then you gravitate to people like you kan.
Yeah. But it takes time, benda tu.
It does.
Yeah.
And sometimes also it's not really what it seems. Sebab to me also, like creatives on different levels is susah nak jumpa dua kreatif yang sekepala.
Oh, of course.
Kan?
Of course.
Dia bukan academics that you can study, and
It's not facts, it's facts.
we're
Yeah.
both lawyers
Yeah.
who took the same course, and maybe you graduate with better results than me. Tapi this creative is so subjective. Dia macam semua, everything is into account, latar belakang, upbringing, what you like, what you don't like. You know.
Resepinya tak ada lah.
Tak ada. Kan?
Yeah.
Pelik kot. Sebab kalau kita, macam nak attend seminar on creativity.
Yeah. Do you think that macam music ataupun benda-benda seni is something yang boleh dibelajar in a school? Does it make a difference? Like a formal, like, I mean, music mungkin kalau you're like a musician, then you kena belajar lah macam mana nak main piano kan.
Yeah.
Tapi in essence, the like jiwa seni tu, is that something you have to be born with?
Mungkin dari segi technical you can attend classes and courses. Tapi niat tu memang tak boleh ajar.
Betul lah tu.
Niat tu memang nak kena daripada diri kita sendiri, and kita tak akan dengar cakap orang. Serius.
Confirm lah.
Sesiapa yang ada impian ke apa ke, kita ni orang degil, like all of us.
Yeah.
We have a set of, kita dah wired a certain way. No human can change a human.
Yeah.
Jadi we just have to hope yang if we want the person to succeed, kita just have to hope yang dia ada niat yang that is so strong and so true. Then everything will slowly fall in place, hopefully.
Betul.
Dengan izin Tuhan, and it all starts from there.
Yeah.
If not, you'll be given the tools, tapi I don't think you can last in terms of stamina, in terms of, sebab people keep talking about what if you fail, right? They haven't spoken about what if you succeed. Like, you think succeeding is what, you go on a holiday ke macam mana? Right? When you succeed, sometimes you want to cry because it's like,
No, you think succeeding is the end, but succeeding is the beginning of the problem.
kan?
Yeah.
I mean, it's yin yang kan?
Yeah.
So when you fail, everyone talks about that. So, jadi semua orang ada tips, fall once, get back up twice. You have tools on how to get back up, don't give up, blah, blah, blah. But no one ever speaks about what to do if you succeed. So that's why kita tak nampak the right things, I feel. Because if you do succeed, sebenarnya it's a lot to navigate, right? Sebab kita ingat benda ni, okay lah, dah boleh retire kot. But nah.
Yeah.
You have to keep, you gotta keep working, and kadang-kadang like schedules and everything, macam tadi kita sembang dekat luar. And yes. And sometimes kita ada back-to-back schedules.
Betul.
Kadang-kadang kita nak buat ni semua. Memang nak buat ni semua. Tapi dia punya penat dia, kita nak give our best. Tapi macam mana aku nak give my best? I'm drained. I've been, contoh, like shooting every single day of the week. I don't rest. I sleep like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then I have to look good. On set, I gotta hafal everything. I gotta get on stage. I gotta know my lyrics. I gotta work on crowd reaction, all that. And yeah, this is just me just thinking. Like,
I rasa I akan rewatch balik this part of today's episode like banyak kali, because that was really deep. And I tak pernah dengar orang macam susun konsep itu sejelas itu. Like something yang mungkin kita semua pernah rasa tapi tak pernah.
I think a lot. And benda ni belum ada solution lagi.
Yeah.
Just like everything, we don't really have a solution.
Yeah.
It's up to us lah.
There's a really famous quote by Jim Carrey, and dia lebih kurang macam ni lah. He said something along the lines of like, I wish everybody in the world got everything that they thought they dreamed of, such as fame and money and all of that stuff, just so they could realize that it's not the answer. Yeah. And I was like,
just sit with it for a while, kan?
Oh.
Yeah.
Punch me in the face. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, damn.
I saw an satu lagi like interview about something like this. Mana dia kata, I think it was, I'm not going to say the name in case I get it wrong. Tapi dia kata, kita apa kita nak? Kita nak success, and then kita nak pergi holiday, kita nak retire dekat Hawaii contoh.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday retire dekat Langkawi lah, by the beach, relax and all that. Berapa lama kita boleh duduk bawah matahari? You know, it's gonna be a few days and then we're like, okay, what do? We need a purpose. We always need a purpose. And kalau kita dah achieve something, you're still gonna want to have that purpose. Kalau tak, we'll be lost. And that purpose is very crucial in us going for what we want.
Betul.
A lot of us don't have the purpose, you know.
100%.
Kita macam nak be the best athlete ataupun get this highest score dalam kelas. Be the best rapper alive. Tapi purpose dia, ada orang macam sebab aku nak tunjuk dia ni yang kan. Ada orang I want to make my parents proud. So many different purposes, and how strong that purpose is will define what you do. Again, this is just thinking. This is cuma kita tengah sembang.
Yeah.
And there's no real answer to it yet. You know, semua nak kena cari dia punya jalan sendiri.
Yeah.
So I don't believe in advice.
But what's your purpose?
Right now is my family. I think it's always been two things. Okay, dia macam general. Satu adalah I look at the music industry and entertainment industry lah, tapi particularly music in this region, and I've always looked at it as we need to constantly grow.
Betul.
Bukan nak mengikut masa ke apa, tapi itu adalah integrity kita sebagai entertainers. Kalau kita cuma bagi orang apa yang diorang nak, orang tak salah sebab diorang cuma audience. You know, they can have the comments ke apa ke, but it's on us to give you the entertainment. Jadi kalau kita have that responsibility, it's huge. So how do we go about doing it? We always need to introduce more, try more. Jadi all of, like contoh smartphone smartphone, like now kampung-kampung pun ada touch screens. Who'd have, like, the day is here.
Sebab inovasi tu sentiasa kena ada.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but that's my vision for the music industry. I always believe that, okay, I have something new to give. I have feelings that I want to share, that I believe are human feelings, and I would love all of us. You know, like when you watch animation films and then you listen to the soundtrack, you know, like a whole new world. It puts you in a place. It's like magic, you know. Jadi, yeah. Sorry, I digress, I think.
No, it's good.
Did I?
It's good. It's good. It's very interesting.
I forgot the...
Tak. I rasa macam you sebenarnya untuk buat research untuk episod ni kan, agak susah nak jumpa statement you. Sebab I rasa macam you seorang yang tak seberapa banyak bercakap. Secara awam, secara terbuka macam tu. Tapi maybe you should. More lah.
Oh no, I feel like kalau saya start cakap kan, kalau saya macam comfortable, saya start cakap, I go on like a yapping session. Like verbal diarrhea.
No, it's all good.
Like shit, no one is like, okay. You know?
Faham?
But it's just basically me, like I think all the time, and myself, I try to find pockets of time where I can just share what I've been thinking and have just like casual discussions. No, not like serious, like, do you know that if you know?
We're not doing motivational content.
Yeah.
Faham? Yeah. Faham. Tapi kita tak pernah tahu kan, macam apa yang kita cakap tu mungkin kita sendiri rasa macam segan. Because this is our own opinion.
Yeah.
And it's like really like, do I want to be like putting myself out there like this? Tapi pada masa yang sama, kita tak tahu berapa ramai kat luar sana mungkin apa yang kita pernah lalui bila kita rasa berseorangan. Ada seorang yang tengah mengalami benda tu.
Yeah.
Yang mungkin similar, yang rasa dia berseorangan, and melalui apa yang you cakap, dia rasa macam, oh,
mungkin
it's not just me.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe. And when we speak, I like to speak in general terms.
Yeah,
Jadi,
of course.
we're not just speaking about musicians ataupun music or
100%.
whatever. It's a human thing.
Yeah.
Kita semua ada.
And of course, like, viewer discretion advice. Like, apa yang you rasa you resonate, ambil. Apa yang you tak rasa you resonate, tak apa. You know, it's all Gucci.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back in time to 2005. And this was perhaps your first foray into music. Sleek.
Yeah.
Boleh tanya pasal tu?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, you started it with your cousin, I think, Sharif.
You say his name like you know him.
I
Yeah.
know many Sharifs, you know.
Yo.
What's up, Sharif?
Your
Shout
cousin,
out.
Sharif.
Yeah, Sharif. Sharif, come on lah. This is
I like it.
Malaysia, bro.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, how did that come to be? And was it like pada ketika itu, your dream was to do music? Obviously, you have 𝙁𝙃𝙄𝙎 written all over you, dude. So was this like a very safe way to masuk ke dalam industri ataupun untuk menceburi bidang yang you meminati ni sebabkan you have this like backup of your family and all that stuff?
I don't know what the industry is at that point in time.
Faham?
Kita just budak-budak nakal lah kan. Melalui
Baiklah.
macam-macam fasa
Were you 21
dalam hidup.
at the time? 2005?
That's a good question. Let's do the math. Do you want me to think about it right now? Like
You were 16.
2005 I
You were
was.
born in 89.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So 89 to...
2000. Oh wait, what's going on?
No,
Okay,
I
yeah.
missed the whole decade. Yes, you would...
16.
Yeah lah.
Yeah, I was
no,
16.
89 to
Betul lah.
1999, that's 10. 1999 to...
2005. Betul lah, 16.
Guys,
Betul
it's
lah.
late. It's late.
Everyone.
Can somebody do the math, please?
Betul kan?
Oh my god, I'm losing it.
Come on.
Bro.
You cannot do that. Like,
I'm gonna cut this part out. It's very embarrassing. This is not on a level. Come on. Okay. So you were 16. Okay. Sambung.
these are not heightened.
This is very bad.
attention stuff.
This is very bad.
Yeah, so kita mula daripada hip hop scene. I mean, kita melalui banyak fasa-fasa. So like, I was a skateboarder, and my cousin, he's my best friend as well.
Nice.
Like we share so much in common. And Hari Raya, every time, I cannot wait to go to his place. Tapi he lives all the way up like north. I'm in the east. So masa tu like, I don't know how to, it's too far to travel. Jadi when we were all old enough to like really go out by ourselves, he actually entered the hip hop scene first, the underground hip hop scene dekat Singapore.
Nice.
Yeah, and on my own.
No, because I'm like the underground hip hop scene in Singapore. I'm so sorry to my Singaporean friends, but y'all like really polite, like.
Spritzer air mineral semula jadi ialah air yang ditapis dan disaring dari air hutan hujan asli secara semula jadi. Setiap spritzer mengandungi mineral yang sihat seperti potasium, kalsium dan silika. Silika dapat membantu meningkatkan pengeluaran kolagen. Selain itu, silika dapat membantu dalam mengekalkan kesihatan kulit secara semula jadi. Spritzer air mineral yang kaya dengan silika untuk anda.
Respect. I'm sorry. I'm with the OG. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay.
No.
How is the underground hip hop scene in Singapore?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Right now, I'm sure it's like crazy and good.
There's a lot of talent. But then it was still quite guerrilla. Like, very, it feels like you're not supposed to be doing this.
Because y'all are really polite. I'm just saying.
We've been like brainwashed. Anyway. Yeah, so the underground hip hop scene is where whenever we get tired of being polite.
That's the spot lah. Okay, bye. I would have been there too if I was Singaporean. I'm just letting you know, right?
Okay, see. So while he was getting involved dengan the scene, saya dekat sekolah, and I was watching Teachers' Day performances and watching some dudes rap, and somehow something in me was like, I can do better than that. And it's not to say that I was arrogant or I knew I could do it. I didn't even do nothing. I cuma nampak, and I was like, I saw the crowd reaction. I saw the people who liked it. And I was like, I can't do that. So when I meet my cousin and then we would share these stories, so I'm like, hey, can you bring me? So he's like, yeah, I'll bring you over and introduce you to my friends yang I meet daripada sana. So when I arrived, like you mentioned tadi, you meet the crazies. Like you meet the people whom make you feel you're not alone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
These are people yang, if I think back then, I'm like 16, 17. Kau fikir nak buat apa ni? Macam nak buat beat, nak rap. It's so, like my mom couldn't find out.
Oh, really?
There's
She
no
found
way.
out yet?
But at the point of time, there's no way.
Yeah.
Because she's an educator as well. So daripada sana, I mean, we fast forward. So the mentality has always been, kita ada friends daripada KL, turun Singapore, we'll stay at parents' houses, then we'll go there. Then slowly we'll bring the music factor along. You know, I make some beats, my cousin sings, amazing voice. And then we'll go to KL, you know, mess around, make some songs over there, nothing serious. But at the same time, I'm performing in the shower, right?
Sweating.
Sweaty. And sweat, yeah.
I have nothing to say about this lah. Like, okay, cool.
So, the music found its way.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. There was never a specific goal yang kita macam, kita buat music sama-sama, kita buat nama ni, and then kita akan buat album ni, and then kita akan pergi sini.
Faham.
Tak ada. It's macam just, nak buat apa? Then, sedap lah. And then it turned into a small gig. And then the gigs got more. And then terus it turned to travelling, and then like a gig in KL. And then suddenly, next thing you know, it's a label. Like, I think it was KRU first.
And then I also read that at one point you were under Dato' Aaron Aziz as well.
Yeah. So that was the, right before Def Jam and Cartel. And I was.
Nice.
Yeah. So him and his family, they were responsible for the untuk Dia era.
Wow.
So that was during KL Gangster and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, at that point in time, I think we were serving national service. So it's
And rapping on the side.
Yeah, so Monday to Friday. And then we're out of the country. We come back Sunday night.
Wow.
Or worst comes to worst, Monday morning straight back to camp.
That is so intense.
And yeah. Quite ridiculous. For 2 years.
Wow. That's some level of passion. You know, like I rasa macam that's the secret. Is that like kebanyakan orang mungkin nampak an entertainment career and they're like, wow, it must be so cool to be Alyph way. Like, look at him, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like you don't realize berapa jauh pengorbanan untuk menjadi seorang Alyph. Not to say that, I mean, for Singaporeans, obviously, national service is part of the right. It's mandatory. It's your rite of passage. And that's how the country operates. But at the same time, it's like, it goes to show that tak kisahlah you berada dekat mana. If there is a will, there is a way and you'll make it happen. I mean, if you can do national service and be building your career, apa alasannya kan?
Yeah, because like Monday and then like untuk dia is happening. And then Monday we're in uniform and then the recruits are like,
gila.
Like, I just saw you, weren't you in
Yeah.
here like shooting a music video?
No.
Then, no, you're
And
here in
then
uniform.
now, okay, boss, let's go. Yeah, like I feel you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why these days, masa like if I meet new artists ataupun artists who are intending to grow,
Yeah, betul.
whatever, I tend to be a little bit more reserved. Like I don't want to say too much. Sebab I hope that everyone gets the opportunity to face stuff that they shouldn't run away from.
Betul.
Like find a better solution elsewhere. Like
Yeah.
that's a normal human reaction, but who stays and fight, right? Like it takes a lot to do something like that.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So you guys spent 10 years together, right?
Yeah, a good 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
It sounds weird.
I mean, you're still family,
Yes.
right?
No doubt.
But unfortunately, Sleek didn't really make it. What kind of happened, if you don't mind, untuk bercerita lah? Like
Make it, what do you mean? Like
as in, like, you guys,
I
are you
made
still
it after 10
operational?
years?
Yeah, because I know that at some point you berpecah, right?
Yeah.
So what happened there?
Well, early on, kita dah bincang dah. We're going to discuss this in 10 years. So, but you got to imagine, right? When I tell you all these stories, I'm with my cousin.
Yeah, of
I
course.
mean, sometimes we got our boys coming along and just enjoying everything. They don't necessarily rap atau apa pun.
Yeah.
They're just there.
Support.
Not even.
Oh no.
No.
Lepak.
They don't give
Okay.
two craps. They know
Really?
this. If you're watching, they know this.
Okay.
But they're my bestest friends.
Oh, nice. It's always the real best friends that actually are not there to support. They're just there to laugh at you and if you fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
I be performing and then I look at the side and they're not even like, they're just doing the one.
Member tengah WhatsApp.
Tengah bincang nak makan mana lepas ni. Cepat
Wow.
hari ni kan. But, so kita ada bincang. Kalau ada sampai 10 tahun, macam mana nak sambung ataupun tidak. So kita nak kena bincang benda tu. So when it was approaching, we had that talk. It was a difficult discussion. Tapi we both decided that because we have spent so long growing up and experiencing life beside each other and tolerating each other at the same time. The fact that he's my family member helps. Sebab, his mom, my mom and sisters, jadi apa-apa pun dia tahu kita bersama. And dia tahu perangai kita and, and it always, you feel like you're always with family.
You're never
you know how
alone.
that's like.
100%. My brother is everywhere with
He's
me.
right outside.
Yeah.
He's working on the next for this.
100%.
Anyway. Yeah. So we decided that, we're gonna spend the rest of our lives after this by ourselves, discovering what it's like to not have anyone to ask kalau ada masalah ataupun not anyone to stand in for you kalau and and it happened. So it was
Macam mana experience tu untuk you? Because to me, and I'm not even a part of your family, I'm like, that's terrifying. I cannot imagine kalau adik I in like 10 years, berani. Amelia, it's time for me to do. No way. I'm never letting you go anywhere.
stay right here.
And the feeling of macam, oh my God, I dah ada seorang yang I boleh trust secara default. And sekarang saya nak berjalan sendiri. What was that like for you?
We were in a place where we were partly eager to find out. But yes, it was ultimately sangat like terrifying sebab we don't know nak pergi mana, where to
For
start
sure.
or whatever. So we needed like time on our own dulu prior to the 10-year mark.
Of course.
So kita dah mula lah sebelum tu. So kita only jumpa masa show.
Faham.
Kita cuma jumpa masa ada nak kena discuss benda. Nak kejar payment.
Yang paling penting, ya, kawan-kawan.
Because sometimes I don't want to take a bus called Yakin. I want to take aeroline. Sometimes I need that.
I mean,
RM20 extra.
faham. When you made it,
Yes. So by the time it actually happened, I don't think it hurt that bad.
Faham.
Cuma the months after that, baru you can feel like ada benda yang missing, like a support system. But that's just on my end. I don't want to speak for my cousin.
No, of course, of
But-
course.
He feels the same way.
Yelah.
But yeah,
Betul. Dia member I tu, Sharif tu.
Syarif.
Sharif, come on lah. Okay, so did you moved to KL around that time? Kalau tak silap, daripada apa yang I dapat online lah.
I had a place
Yeah,
dekat sini.
yeah.
When people say like where you based at ataupun did you ever move ke apa ke, I lost that mentality like after the few times that saya naik pergi KL and see my friends here then diorang turun Singapore. Like benda tu semua dah to me macam I'm just going to KL lah, like
Dia just jadi very blur lah kan.
the
Negara kita
line,
taklah jauh pun.
betul tu. So yeah, I had a place here, but then I will travel, go back to Singapore, I'll come back here, macam seminggu kat sini, seminggu kat sana. Sekarang pun sama agak-agak.
Yeah.
So dia tak ada, dia ibarat kita pergi mana music bawa kita lah. Tapi all I know is that all the time my family is based.
Your family is based there.
Yes, yes.
And you're just kind of like, you've got both homes, which is a blessing
yes.
sebenarnya kan. So then you started your kind of like solo career lah.
Yeah.
And okay, I just want to fact check this with you. Sebab apa yang I dapat tahu online is that you did your first collab by yourself outside of Sleep in 2013 called Millionware. It's either that.
Did you say Millionware?
Yes.
Who are you, not war?
I told you. Hey, listen, disclaimer dah bagi, janganlah terkejut. So it's either that or Center Stage.
My first what? What was it?
Your first solo. Betul tak? And by the way, Center Stage is dope.
Thank you. It was made during a time where I felt, because with Sleep, kita ada banyak restrictions dengan orang yang jaga kita with great intention sebab of our audience. Sebab kita nakal lah. Tapi we're not allowed to do certain things, say certain things, behave certain ways. And we have our vices, kita ada kita punya ni. So Center Stage is one of those moments mana saya kat dalam studio and I'm like, I'm from the underground hip-hop scene.
So you see, that's why I wanted to ask you about Center Stage specifically. Sebab selama I kenal you, walaupun tak adalah rapat, but when we were working together, you are one of, to this day, the most professional individuals I pernah bekerja. And respect to you for that. Then I heard Center Stage and I'm like, whoa. The Singaporean got an edge lah. I'm like, whoa. Did not see that coming. Bukan sebab apa, tapi okay, kita biasa dengar commercial music from you. And you are just a hit maker, man. And Center Stage is got like some explicit words in there. Like it feels raw. And I was like, wow, okay. Like you can see from the outside really an evolution there.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to like flash back with you and be like, okay, what was this?
Yeah, so
And where did this go?
yeah, it was just an output. Jadi music has always been like that again. So for the things that I cannot say,
Faham.
ataupun the things that I cannot do, ataupun the feelings that I cannot express, it's all through music. Jadi Center Stage is one of the, you're right, the first few ones. Well, Millionware is with a great friend of mine, Rauzan Rahman, who's in Singapore.
And it's from his album Chapter 1 Done. Yeah, I know.
Cool. So that, and yeah, Center Stage was quite a, I mean, my boys were happy that I put it out.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. But I've always found it a little too personal. And I mean, for the record, setiap lagu yang saya keluarkan, it needs to stay out there sebab it's like, I just have this integrity that, I don't want to hide an artistic growth. So if you want to find it, you can find old stuff, hidden stuff.
It took us work, okay?
All right.
Center Stage, there was some, I could be sent to jail for the research history. I'm telling you. I was like, okay, what were you doing in 2012?
Power.
No, okay lah.
Yeah. So Center Stage, where I ultimately want to get at is combining half and half. Jadi, half of what Center Stage makes me feel and how good it makes me feel to release, and half of what I would like to ultimately share dengan orang. Sebab Center Stage is selfish. That's how I feel. I want you to hear how I feel. But on the other side is like, I would like all of us to feel macam ini. So that marriage, it's an ongoing process.
Faham?
For me.
Sebagai seorang kreatif kan, it's interesting sebab kita semua ada fasa ni when like for me, right, I look back at like, I don't know, in my own way, acting that I did last year and I'm like, girl, burn it.
Can you watch your...
No.
Can you watch your shows?
No. I can't watch what I was doing yesterday. I want to see it.
Can you watch your interviews? Hear you speak? Is that better?
You know why I gave myself this job? So that I'm not being interviewed. You faham tak? I selamat dekat sini. You faham tak? So I don't know what you talk about. It's never gonna be me. You know what I mean? But like I already feel like macam kalau I tengok balik apa yang I buat minggu lepas pun aku rasa cringe weh.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you look at your own work? I'm not suggesting that's cringy because I heard it and I thought it was sick. But like you are the creative. How do you feel about it?
If you're talking about just songs,
Yeah.
I'm very proud of them. Those are my
You
babies.
should be. Yeah.
Those are just my, I love them so much. I have no words for them.
Faham.
They're like my bullets that were put out from the chamber. Boom, boom. They are like vessels of how I felt. There are memories. There's so many things about it.
Faham?
Bigger than what people might see. Maybe sangat lain daripada what people might think I think they are for me. Tapi it's a very personal.
No, 100%. It's like almost like a picture of you pada setiap masa yang you keluarkan lagu, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it's uncomfortable, sometimes it's that.
Yeah.
But I love you all the same. Like, jangan risau.
Except for the one that we made that you should delete, by the way. That's never coming out. Don't leak it.
That's why it's still in the bank.
We're friends now. I will unfriend you so fast if you find it online.
I'm so sorry, Amelia.
No.
Like, for how everything turned out. But again, I'm so sorry that it's never gone. It's never gonna be deleted or whatever. It's staying right there. Right? Matter of fact, I'm going to the studio after this.
No. I don't want to know. They don't need to know this. They don't need to know this.
Unzipping that compressed
please don't.
folder.
Don't. If you play it for Sona, I will be mad at you. I'm not even kidding.
I'm excited for the next time you meet Sona. Yeah.
Baiklah. Okay,
Alright.
so anyways, okay, so another question that I have for you is in terms of genre, right?
Yeah.
As you said, it was kind of like maybe hip hop was this space untuk korang macam express like what's on the inside tanpa like the societal pressure of like be this, right? And this was a way of you to like let yourself go in a way. And I think Center Stage really captured that for you. It's like what's on the inside, and this has always been your medium of communicating your feelings to people. But I wanted to ask you about like maybe your time and when you first started in hip hop and how you kind of, was there ever a situation where you questioned the genre? And if it was right for you, you always knew.
Yeah, it was the one.
Yeah.
So it has enough space for me to tell a complete story. It has enough space for me to ceritakan completely my emotions. And through that I can date girls. Through that I can tell stories. Through that I can do so many things that make me feel sangat bahagia at that point in time. So no.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. You've made a lot of EPs in your time, and I wanted to ask you a little bit about, I don't know, like, is this 6560? Is this 6560? There's a part 1, there's a part 2. What is going on? Part 2 seems to be like a sleek throwback. Like, no, talk me through it.
That began daripada masa Sleek ended. So 6560.
Around the same time. 6560.
6560.
I knew it.
Part 1 and part 2 sebenarnya were projects of me cuba nak cari who I'm gonna be as a solo artist.
Right.
Pasal if you listen to the songs, they are variations of sounds, but ultimately they are all me, you see. Jadi I'm like, I have all these songs in my bank, tapi sayang kalau I don't put it out. I need to be able to put it out and feel the pressure of putting my own music out. I need to go through that process and be okay with it. So I did it in the most, mungkin I would say a discreet way possible, di mana saya just, I think I posted a few stuff on my Instagram and just put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like independent.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was actually my process of finding my sound.
Yeah. It's interesting because this is, again, from the outside, right? But it doesn't seem like it took you that long, because 2017, which is literally just 2 years after, and I feel like it took me 10 years, dude, to find myself, and I still haven't found her yet. But in 2 years, you came out with Buat Selamanya.
Yeah.
And arguably from the outside, that was like a success. Actually, it's not even arguable. That went really, really, really well. What was it like on the inside?
It wasn't in the beginning, you know.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't in the
for
beginning.
real?
Yeah.
Always weird how that happens.
I remember we celebrated, like my director, Jasper, shout out Jasper. We celebrated because at the end of one day, I remember he called, he said, bro, you got 1,000 views. I'm like, yeah, we were like
3 million later.
And I was so, because this is my solo journey.
Yeah, of course.
Before that, I put out one song about my mama, and then before that, I had 6560.
Mm-hmm.
So 6560 part 1 and part 2 happened. So at the end of part 2
Mm-hmm.
was where I made Buat Selamanya.
Oh, I see.
And I was like, this is, I'm listening back to the 2 mixtapes, and I'm like, oh yes, this is the guy. When I write like this, bila saya, dance on the melodies macam ini, I feel complete. I feel macam I'm getting my whole point across. And that was what made me so eager to put it out proper.
For sure.
And I was so happy, just that feeling of happiness. And I wasn't even, of course, dalam hati macam like, this is big for me sebab if it doesn't work out, whatever, I'm probably gonna produce ataupun, I gotta figure some out or like make new songs ke apa ke. But my focus was so hard on Buat Selamanya that I was like, you know what, like this is important.
Mm-hmm.
So when it got put out, the first like month, 2 months, to me it went like great, people were listening to it, but in reality it was a very slow burner. And it was so beautiful sebab in time, artists seperti, I remember like Ismail Izani and I think Nabila Razali, if I'm not wrong. I might have gotten Nabila Razali wrong, but I remember them tagging me to Buat Selamanya. And I was like, how do they know? Because I was purposefully so detached from Sleek and what Sleek represented and the world Sleek was in, that I wanted to be my own person so bad that I wouldn't assume anyone was listening. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was so refreshing that, oh man, like a couple of people get it.
Faham?
And yeah.
Was this maybe one of the first songs dari your like solo path that really cemented like you're in the right place?
Yeah, this was the one that I was ultimately most confident of. Whether kalau dia will work ataupun tak kan, this is who I'm going to stick with. That sound. Yeah. That DNA. That's the one.
Menarik. Because I mean, I'm sure orang kat luar sana, termasuk Amy lah, I've never really thought about what, like the chicken and the egg, right? Like what comes first? Are you picking what you believe to be the sound yang paling commercial yang orang akan paling boleh terima? Or are you picking apa yang paling Alyph, putting that out there and being like, no, listen, this is what you're going to accept? Like what's in the sauce for making it hit? Because like after this on my list of what you did after Buat Selamanya, 2018, Obvious, and Sang Sang Kebiru. And then 2015, we go back a little bit, Kau Lelaki Ego, then you did Bintang Sukan, Kebersihan Satu Keimanan, Matamu, Sebo. It's just like, dude, you're doing stuff, you know? How did you do it?
Well, first and foremost, saya seorang pemuzik. Jadi
Janganlah bagi PR answer macam tu.
Kalau lah that is what I call myself, I better be jolly about putting out music. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
But you're not putting out music. That's the thing about you that makes you a little bit special, right? Is the fact that you are not a recording artist. You're not. And that's why you command so much respect, Ali. Is because you are making your music like from scratch. Like you're there with the salt bay, you know,
Okay.
you're doing it. And like, how did you figure this out? And how did you teach yourself to do it? Like, and I know you do it in your home, which I feel like is intense, man. Like you wake up, you're looking at your office and then you're like, oh my God, I can't go anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what happened here? Like, how did you do it?
Again, I'm gonna remind us that it came from a place of not knowing where this is gonna go. Jadi saya tak ada, I don't have a specific end goal, you know. I don't have this will make me happy. This will make me complete. I'm gonna get there. I don't know what it is. Today I don't know what it is.
Today you don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, all I
Like-
know is that all I know is the same thing. This thing needs to still grow. Like, you know, people still need to connect with each other. It's a very human experience. Macam it's endless. So kita kat sini and I've said this before. Macam kopi orang buatkan. You know, this. Okay, design buat sendiri. Tapi like the sofa orang buatkan and all that. But we don't really give. We take a lot. So this is me, like, I think this is me giving without asking for anything.
It's a very interesting lesson in managing expectations, you know. Sebab kadang-kadang bila, especially for an industry as glitzy as music and becoming a superstar like rapper, you know, like whatever that means.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so easy untuk orang rasa macam, you go into it with that expectation, right? Like, I want to be a rapper and I'm going to be like, one day I'm going to be Alyph.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be like on that stage, like, what's up everybody?
Yeah,
But if you go into it with no expectation,
Yeah.
maybe that's the sauce.
Because my expectation, kalau if I nak fikir balik kan, my expectations were like just simple expectations. Macam, like my idol's too fat. I want to be like,
Everybody's idol was too fat. Yeah, mine too. Yeah, okay.
and we all want to admit it.
we all want to admit it. We're like lining up to be like, no, it was me.
No, yeah. Which year were you a fan? Right?
I was there first.
Yeah. So it's those things like, oh, I wanna buy Timberlands like that.
Yeah.
I wanna wear that Nike Air Force Ones. You know, I wanna get like that. It's all these things. It's like little things that usually lead you down the wrong path. That usually lead you to what it might feel like a dead end, di mana kita rasa benda ni tak ada harapan lah. But thankfully, you know, I thank God and bersyukur that there was something strong that was accompanying it, which was something that was, I would say lah, for myself, sincere without patting myself in the back.
No, I don't think you have to, when something is done sincerely, I don't think that is considered something that you should be humble about. Like, sincerity is sincerity. Like, if you want to say you're the GOAT, I would be like, side-eye a little bit, bro. But if you want to say you were sincere, like, I think that's fair. You know, you can stand on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alan, can I ask you about this? You ended up kind of like leading a label of your own, a sub-label? How does it work? I don't know what that was.
It was a
But I met
sub-label.
you around that time, right? It was like a sub-label.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to be parked under your sub-label.
Yeah. Oh, she's amazing. Like, wow. Yeah, you're right. It was
I usually
that time.
am, by the way. Yes.
Okay.
It was the very first like formation of, can I say the name?
Say it.
Black Hat Cat Records. And they were like, okay, listen, we're starting this new thing and it's under Alyph and he's like the most talented producer. We're just gonna give you to him and like go fly. And I was like, ooh, okay. Right. And this is like the very like early days. I don't think you signed anybody at
Nah,
the time
not
that I was
yet,
there
not
making
yet.
a song with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took me a very long time to. I wanted to make a label for artists who want to be treated like artists.
Yeah.
As like cliche as that sounds. This is what everyone's trying to do.
No, 100%. Of course, like, we're all trying to give back. But
Yeah.
it's really interesting to see that really was your initiative to give back, wasn't it?
No, it was presented to me, the opportunity. The
How did that
opportunity was
happen?
presented to me. The label, you know, reached out and said, I would like to start a sub-label with talent that is quite, that don't fit the criteria for this side of the label. And I want you to front it. So you decide how this label sounds, how it
Damn.
looks like. I love the sound of that.
That's a lot of responsibility though.
But it's a playground.
Yeah, of course.
To me, again, because I'm like,
Blank
my
canvas
finance is
and
terrible. Like, I'm terrible at that. Like,
no.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm really terrible at finance. But
No lah. It's okay lah.
yeah, so I really love doing what I want to do, and if you give me the opportunity, it's a playground. Jadi, took me a while to really figure out how it's gonna be and all that. So I had things like, okay, I don't want to sign many artists, because from experience, I've been in labels with many artists, and I know how it feels like. By the time it gets back to you, it's a whole cycle. I want like maximum 2, 3. And again, a lot of conflict, a lot of discussions, but I love all that kind of stuff because it just shows that I am trying something that has not been tested before. So that was where we met.
Yeah, it was. I have a question that I simpan from that time though. I always wanted to ask you this, but you were kind of intimidating, so I didn't have the balls to.
Oh,
Yeah, I was scared to. Yeah. Oh, please, you were Alyph, and I was like,
you Amelia, like.
yeah, but I was really, I feel like getting on your last nerve lah. No, but I did want to ask you from that point. I'm gurau sahaja, okay? Tapi, I memang nak tanya soalan ni daripada dulu, right? So you're a solo artist in your own right, fronting a label with this giant responsibility on your shoulders to be responsible for the execution of other people's careers too.
Yeah.
Is there a conflict of interest in that?
This is where it gets tricky for me. It's about when I produce for a certain artist, I kind of let go of myself. Like a big part of myself that cares about, you know, the mixtapes and how I need it to sound, that it takes 2 years to finally find a sound and love it. So all that gets dedicated to the particular artist that I'm producing for or thinking about. I go right into the detail, like how you look, how you speak, what you want to wear. And I'm very adamant about macam kalau kita dah decide on benda ni, kita nak kena stick dengan benda ni.
Of course lah. Commitment lah kan.
Right. And the other side is, these are all my ideas, tapi at the same time, it needs to be sincerely approved by you, because you're the one doing it, not me. I just see it like it's supposed to be macam ini. I see it crystal clear. Tapi whether or not you see it, that's on you. So if you do not see it, then we are not going to do it, because I know how it feels like to do something that you don't feel is right.
Yeah.
And that's where it feels so amazing. It's about, we get sessions where people agree and people don't agree. And that's why I love it. So about however it pans out, we learn something.
100%.
And I have this thing whereby once I'm there and I follow and I do things that I'm not supposed to. I do the extra.
Yeah.
I do the most.
Yeah.
And then, but at the back of my head, I hope you learn. Because if you don't, and you cannot do it secara sendiri, like by yourself, then I would have failed. It's about, the whole point of us going through this process is for you untuk discover yourself sebagai seorang artis and be able to, oh yeah, this is why I like just. Jadi kalau saya masuk studio mana-mana pun, I know what I'm looking for. Bila saya dapat stylist, I know what colours I'm gonna wear. So the stylist pun tak pening kepala. They know what to bring. Right? Questions. I know what I can answer, how I can answer. All this. It's just a hope.
Yeah.
I've been quite disappointed in a while.
You know what I will say though, and I mean this as a compliment, is that pada ketika itu I tak faham langsung what you were doing, to be honest. But when I look back at it now, and I'm not even in music, dude, I feel like you did that for me. I would vouch for you on that. Successfully.
Oh, that's love.
As in, like, you know, walaupun we never found a middle ground on that song,
Yeah.
all of the things that were your intention about, like, even if we don't end up working it out, we disagree and it's cool and it's chill and, like, we're adults and we will come back around and, like,
Eventually,
you know, it only took us several rejections on your part lah.
Oh man.
But you know,
It's
like,
like-
you know what I mean? I'm messing with you. But at the end of the day, I did take what you wanted away from the conversation. Like, I stepped back from it. I was like, okay, maybe I don't understand this, but do I know now more about me? 100%. So I have to thank you for that. And
Sweet.
also say congratulations, because that's your intention, obviously.
Yeah,
Kan?
yeah, yeah.
So, like,
Okay.
tanya lah.
Then I'm glad.
Mm.
Well, thank you. I want to say something back, but I lost it.
That's great. That's really helpful.
Yeah. What was it? But I'm glad it happened, you know? Like
In 3 years' time, at a wedding, I'm sure you will let me know. It was probably going to sound like, whoa, you have too much energy, bro. Okay, moving on.
Yo, but
Yeah.
no, we're not done. We're not
Oh,
done.
we're not done. We're not moving on to the next. We're like,
Yeah.
do you have anything to say?
No, but like because whatever our sessions were,
Yeah.
they were intense.
Oh, really intense. I was like,
Yeah.
woo. And then I left those sessions, right? And I was fully traumatized. Like, do you know I've been offered to do music after that? I was like, no, I don't think so.
No, I'm so
good.
sorry.
No, but no.
No, I don't want
It's
you
not
to-
because of you. It's not because of
Right.
you. It's not because of you. It's just that I was like, wow, musicians are like really deep. Like,
Yeah.
they're a lot. Like, they really do this with their like emotions and stuff. And I'm
Right.
like here thinking about like apa business decision yang paling terbaik untuk saya in the future. And
Right,
that's
right.
why I wasn't ready to work with you at the time.
But I'm so sorry because at that time I saw it.
No.
You know, like
no.
I saw it,
Yeah.
but it's not on you that you didn't because you saw something else and it was your right. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And that's why things happen the way they happen because
Yeah.
I might have been wrong, and you might have been furious, and you'd be like, which guest are we getting next week? Alyph, no.
No,
you know,
I would have
no.
never done
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
that's just like for
Yeah,
exaggeration.
of course.
Theatrics.
Yeah, tapi sejujur-jujurnya, right? I don't think you were wrong. And I also don't think I was wrong. I just think that kita ada cara masing-masing.
Yeah.
And a lot of artists find this type of like thing, right? It's like, okay, kita kena pilih di antara business dengan seni. And at that moment, I was in my business phase, you know? And
Yeah.
yeah, and you talk, like I was telling you about it, remember? And I feel
Yeah.
like I was also really intense. And I was like, no, this, and this. And you were just like,
Yeah.
trust me, just sing.
Yeah.
Don't even, like, you can rap, but just can you, like, sing for a lot of it? I remember everything.
Great. Yeah. I mean, if
Because
you,
I went in like, no, it's going to be a rap song. You were like, no, I think you should sing.
yeah. So if you say like, if you were scared, I was scared as well. I
Yeah.
was like, yo, like she's really like sure
Yeah.
of how she wants something that has a name on
No, yeah.
to be like.
Of course. But I will tell you what you taught me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I didn't do music is not because you traumatized me.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it after this. We have some therapy to do. Lah. But no, it's not because you traumatized me. It was because that you taught me that, and you saved me from making a big bad decision in my career. Sebab I think back about it and I'm like, imagine kalau I keluarkan lagu time tu and there's no soul in it whatsoever. None. Because I'm busy making business decisions and I told you that from day one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You saved me from that, and that's why I never made music after that, because I'm like, insofar as I still know consciously that this is my business decision, I should just not do it, you know?
Right.
So like, thanks, dude, because if I came out with that song, even though you told me it was very good and I told you it wasn't,
yeah. Here we go.
I know, but if I had
10
come out with
versions.
that song
Yeah.
though, like, wow, I would not be here, right? And I would have made such a massive F up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, these are all assumptions based on us knowing us
Yeah.
at that point in time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But like
There's no
hindsight
right,
is
there's no wrong.
2020, way.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Really good.
crazy, yeah.
I mean, just so you know, benda macam ini, it happens in studios.
Okay.
Di mana, and I also, sorry, I just want to say yang, I don't feel like that time didn't amount to nothing
Oh no, of course it didn't.
on my end also.
Oh, okay, that's good. Thank
You
you.
know, like anytime we have like instances like those, you know, it's it's great. It's just great.
No, same. I'm really happy we're doing this also, tau.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels very like, wow, full circle, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, from the beginning when you just grilled me into then I'm like, oh man, I got some
She has not
explaining.
changed that. Oh my
Nah,
god.
yeah.
Oh.
But that's good, right? but on top of that, it's like I'm thinking, oh man, I got so much explaining to do. Like, macam mana, ah? What do I-
Tak, we're really cool. We're fine.
Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, we're cool. Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
Back to
alright.
music.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk to you about 2020. Adakah kau mendengar? Right? Because I feel like you did an interview, one of the very few that I could find about you, di mana I think you ada cakap that you tak suka buat interviews and you tak suka bercakap pasal your feelings and telling people macam like what's going on in your life and all that stuff because your medium is your music, right? And you tell your stories about like what you're going through and stuff like that through your music. And it's so interesting because you really like do that, right? And I wanted to ask you, like, in terms of how you deal with the negative sides and like the questions and figuring it out, like how much of a release is music for you?
It's everything.
And does it really like, is that really like you just make a song and it goes away? Because maybe I should start writing. Like, I don't know, this sounds like the best therapy I've ever heard of.
No, tapi I mean like you draw, right?
Yeah, I do.
So this is really my. Tapi I don't believe in. I wouldn't say I don't believe in therapy. I believe in practice and also release outlets. So yeah, I mean therapy might be a good word, but music to me is it's very close, and that's where sometimes I need to like hit myself in the head and remind myself, I'm not making music for my ears, for me in my room, for me to prance about in my room and do moves and everything. There's a bigger purpose why I'm actually doing this. And it's supposed to be a selfless act. And it doesn't need to be thought of also. They're not going to happen naturally. So, but I mean, 2020 kalau I like cakap benda-benda macam itu, I mean, I was going through some shit, like, so macam lagu tu it's like it's telling a story of how I feel. And weirdly enough, whatever I'm going through, it's never in the content of my songs.
Yeah. It's very ambiguous.
Yeah, it's the feeling you get when you listen to the song. So contoh kalau adakah kau mendengar, is the beginning is a piano piece. And then it goes into like really aggressive drums.
Yeah.
That's how I feel sometimes. When it goes from solemn, not calm, like solemn, restless, what's next, like, what's going on, and then suddenly a rush. Yeah. So all my songs are like that. Perasaan.
Faham. That was kind of like that was a deep song, man. And then suddenly there's Swipe.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So what dah release?
you okay? Everything okay there? Like, what's going on? Okay, so let's talk about Swipe. Because if I don't dedicate some time to this behemoth of a song, like Silap Besar.
Okay.
So how did this happen?
Want me to tell us?
And I want to know the story. And also, I want to know how you got the most iconic individual's vocals of all time, DSV, on your track. How did you pull that off? Please tell me, because I'm trying to get her on my show.
Sweet.
No, but like
She's
I'm not
watching?
joking. I'm not joking. DSV, please.
Yeah.
Okay, tune.
That's like with DSV it was like a good 7-hour studio session, but like with her in the booth for only 5 minutes.
She is an icon, okay?
She
An
was inside
icon.
literally for 5 minutes.
She knows what she's doing.
And there was no music playing, nothing. I just like hit the record button and just tunggu dia I just told her yap. Respectfully. My fault if that's offensive. All good intentions, right?
No, God, you're just like, I know, honestly, if I was in your position, dude, I'd be like, you are such an icon that I just need, like breathe, and I will put it in a song, and suddenly I will be blessed with like some good vibes,
Yeah.
No, I get you. I get what you mean. Yeah. So tell me about it.
So Swipe, I was already I was in the zone to make the album dah.
Okay.
Sebab I'm thinking that I keep telling myself, it's unfair sebab my listeners dong tak ada cukup lagu untuk dengar. Sebab saya keluarkan satu lagu setiap 6 bulan. I mean, if my favorite artist puts out that kind of music, I'm going to be super bored after some time. I'll be like, where is this going, my friend?
Maybe.
I'll be like, I want a concert, but like a concert of how many songs?
Yeah. Faham.
How long is the concert going to be?
Yeah.
20 minutes? How much? So all these things, I'm in album mode. So I'm like, I remember I locked myself in. This is like just during the time where we could start taking flights to KL. I was in the shower.
Oh no, sweating. Who does that, by the
No,
way?
no,
Like, korang comment like about like, have you ever taken a shower and just like been sweating inside? Like, I just want to know the science, like the osmosis of this, right? Like, is it physically possible?
Maybe
Korang
kalau air
jawab.
panas lah. Maybe kalau air panas. So it's like
Okay,
I don't know.
I don't know, man. But like, okay. Anyways, you were in
Feel
the
free.
shower.
Yeah, feel free to discuss.
Yeah.
I wasn't performing.
You weren't performing. This was not a performance. This was just a concert.
The
or
performance,
like a studio session.
the performance era is over.
Oh.
Sebab I'm performing for real.
Oh.
Jadi like it has evolved into.
No rehearsals.
It has evolved into other shower times. Like
I don't want to know
Like,
what
yeah,
you're
my
doing in the
fault.
shower.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay,
yeah.
so you're in the shower and you're like, okay.
So this time I'm in the phase of reflecting in the shower. Yeah, it's normal.
Okay. No, 100%. Yeah, we've all been there. Okay.
And I remember there was this thing going on about the pandas, the Nike Dunk pandas.
Oh, I
It's
hope
the black white. Yeah. And it was all over social media that they were overrated and like, like pray I don't see another person wearing it.
Understand?
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Because it was at first thought to be exclusive.
It was exclusive, and then it was like, oh my god, everybody
Everyone's
has
wearing
it. Yeah.
And I had a pair as well.
Okay.
I have a pair.
Right.
Right. But I rarely wear it, right? So I'm there thinking like, who gives a shit? Like, wear it lah, if you want to wear it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, then don't wear it.
Mm-hmm.
So what if it's like the trend to do something? I didn't sign no contract to follow no trend.
Mm-hmm.
I could if I wanted to, but but it has to be 100%, 100,000%
Authentic.
me, what I want to do. So yeah, it's literally and then it became some shampoo. I was like, if I like it, I like it lah. If I don't like it, then swipe it. It was in English at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that I went out and then I had my little voice memo.
Like it came to you, lyrics, melody, everything all at once.
No,
Oh.
just that. Just if I like
Chorus.
it, then I like it.
Uh-huh.
If I don't like it, I'm going to swipe it. Yeah.
Because we all thought this was like a dating app song. You know
Crazy,
that,
right?
Like, yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that I have a type. So it came from a place whereby I have a type, a thing that I like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I like it, I like it. If I don't like it,
I swipe.
I
Yeah.
swipe. Or rather, if I don't like it, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You may like this couch. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I like this couch.
Thank you. I was just about to be butthurt, but like it's okay.
Yeah. So I went
Listen,
into
it's
my.
all we could afford, dude. Like, don't air me out to try like that.
No, it's good. It's comfortable.
It's not anymore because it's really sinking there. We've had a lot of guests sit there. Like, do you feel it?
Lopsided. Like,
Yeah, it's like a really. It's
so
okay,
it's a
actually.
different experience there.
Yes, it is because this one has like a hole, dude. Because like every single guest has sat there for 2 years, and nobody sat there. So there's not ever been like maybe we should turn it around.
Maybe.
Or like
Yeah.
we need to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll let you sit there at the end, like you can try.
You're right because we're on mics and like this. I mean, it's a room that I can hear it from across the room.
But our camera angles are gonna be.
You're right. We wouldn't have a two.
And also,
which one
this
is
is
the
my
two
good
shot?
side.
That's your good side.
So that's why I can't be there, because that's
Okay.
not okay.
Under
Yeah.
no circumstance.
No.
Right?
Yeah,
Hang
it's
on.
not happening.
Do I do this too much?
No,
Okay.
I haven't noticed so far. This is the first.
Okay. Sweet.
So back to kalau aku like
All
kalau
right.
tak aku
So
swipe.
I'm in the studio again, and then I whip out my handy dandy voice recorder, and I record it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot about it. It was the next.
You were like, I don't know if I like this one. I'm just gonna swipe on it, lah. You know.
Because in my head, it's like, oh my God, what is this song going to be about?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be talking about shoes.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
song. It's
Yeah.
You know, what it's not a message that I
Yeah.
want to get across. Slept on it. The next day, I'm in the studio. So I set up everything. Everything's ready. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I remember the note. So I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, let's go through the notes. Oh, I'm like, oh wow, cool. All right. So I started making the music to it.
Mhm.
And it was tough. Sebab when you say it, now we have a melody, we have a whole song, right?
Yeah.
But if I could turn back
And
time,
I don't want to sing it because I'm going to be singing it until next week because it's the
Right.
type of like really penetrative, like
cool.
it's going to be there for a while. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. And in the best way possible.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I would rewind time and we don't have apa-apa melody ke topik lagu apa ke, if it was just that voice note, man, it sounded so bad.
You.
Yeah, it's like it's super like, hearing myself do that. So my first approach was to find the right tempo, and when I first recorded, I recorded with no melodies. So I just said it,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there I slowly arranged it, rearranged it to the best possible way where it sounded the best.
Mm-hmm.
Then now here we are. I don't have no verses, so that means the song has no topic other than I have a type.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, let's get deeper into why I thought about all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's because sekarang ni we're so swayed by kata-kata orang.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's a natural human being instincts about we always want to belong somewhere. Jadi if somebody tak agree, I don't want to be in disagreement dengan that person. No, we're not there. Like, we're not there. I'm talking about...
Because if you know, if somebody doesn't agree,
No.
you know,
That's there, okay?
korang tak pernah nampak I bully orang kan? Dia macam ni lah sebenarnya.
We're here, okay?
Okay, we made it.
Yes. Kita ada this... Let me try and get back to where I was.
Okay, go ahead.
We have this mentality of always wanting to belong to...
Sangat topically relevant. Yeah.
And we all know ourselves. Kita
100%.
pernah berada dalam situasi di mana kita benci, like we hate that we made that decision
100%.
just so that we belong with
100%.
these people.
Yeah. Peer pressure, right?
Yes. So that is what the song is about. And that was where that thought came from. And I was like, that I can write about. Benda tu lah. That feels like a message that I want to get across.
100%.
That's a feeling that I have that I want people to feel.
Yeah.
The feeling of that fear of macam aku takut kalau orang make this decision tak ada orang nak kawan dengan aku ataupun aku akan kena like outcasted or something like that. But so be it lah.
I mean, that's a really deep message for the song.
Right.
So I'm not sure everybody out there got it,
Mm.
but damn, did you make a hit? Like,
Well, they made it a hit, the listeners.
yeah. Did you know of where this song was gonna go?
How like
Yeah, like how insane of like a
No.
pop culture like phenomenon Swipe was
Right.
for probably 6 months to a year.
it's the same for every song, you know. I mean, I'm like, when I put it out, I hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that the message gets across and I hope people vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So everything was a surprise. I get a call. I'm like, Alyph, you still have your TikTok account kan? I say, yeah. Okay, you got to start learning TikTok. Sebab the creations are happening right now.
That's so crazy. So you buka TikTok and then macam mana reaction you?
And then I'm looking, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's like, I thought sebelum tu, when people talk about TikTok, is you have to start it lah.
Oh, faham?
Because it's my song. I have been hearing it for the past,
No, of course.
so I know best how to do a TikTok video if I wanted to. But here I'm looking at, and dia bukan satu cara, dia ada banyak cara of doing the song. Dia tak ada satu style yang semua orang universally ikut.
Yeah, of course.
Dia ada dance lah dia, ni lah, tu lah.
Lip sync lah, whatsoever lah, transition lah,
Right.
apa macam segala apa ni ada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, so I started learning TikTok, man. And, just so that I can reach out and to these people who are listening to the music.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I was very worried also. So, but I'm not used to immediate jump starts.
Yeah. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I've always expected that my songs will all be slow burners.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer that. So, but then I get to see slow change.
And you also get to prep for it.
Yeah. And then people love the music for the music. But when this happened, I'm like, yo, wow. I hope they're listening to the song.
They are, and people are
Yeah.
still listening to your song. What are you
Right.
talking about? Tapi my question was actually like, I thought that the story of macam mana swipe ni boleh jadi satu fenomena secara serta-merta, and like you're like thrown into it, like let's go on this swipe bonanza, right?
Mhm.
And then I thought what was more interesting is like, as a creative, how do you do anything after that without feeling like, oh, I need to go back to the shower and start sweating right now because like I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. Like, macam mana you handle the like self pressure of like, I've set this bar, this is a new all-time high for me, and if I come out with anything that doesn't top this, how am I gonna be able to look at myself in the mirror? Yeah.
Wow. When I think I just said this, like selepas the press conference swipe.
Yeah.
Went back to my hotel.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone trying to find a director for my next music video check.
Yeah.
So to me, dengan setiap lagu yang saya keluarkan, once it's out, it's no longer mine.
Mm.
It belongs to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I have no say of what happens to it. Macam mana korang nak guna lagu ni, macam mana korang nak terima lagu ni. All I know is that my part is done and there's more music to be made.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about the pressure of how it is, I'm not gonna lie. Tapi benda tu it didn't affect nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to say that I felt that before.
Mm-hmm.
Tapi it didn't shake my motivation to continue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And focus on more music that's supposed to be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the whole campaign kan,
Yep.
I remember telling people like in interviews ataupun in person, and I say like, yo, there's more. Like
Let's not just like,
I know you like Swipe,
yeah, 100%.
and thank you for
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
But there's more.
Yeah.
And also, have you heard my catalog?
Mm-hmm.
I have a catalog.
Yeah.
I like to put all that across because I'm a serious artist. Like,
Yeah, of course.
and I also know what TikTok does,
100%.
right? How it's consumed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a great platform. It does what it does. But again, if it's something I cannot control, then I just have to
Let go.
let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Otherwise, it'll eat you after a while. And
Yeah.
yep.
But what it did nice though, it helped me cross like borders.
Oh yeah,
You
for
know?
sure. Was that not viral in like pretty much everywhere?
No lah, I mean,
Across several
I think
countries.
regionally,
Regionally,
yeah.
for sure.
Because I'm only in my head I'm here in KL, right? So I'm just thinking about here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you tell me there are a few creations outside of KL,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow, that's TikTok.
But that's also music.
That's music.
Can.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, performances. Just some general questions about performances.
Mm-hmm.
Are you someone that enjoys being on stage and performing, or are you like producer studio vibes?
That's really tough. I love both.
Mm.
Can you love both equally?
Boleh kot.
And
Depends on the mood lah, you know?
because it's almost two separate people, no? Satu kat dalam studio is like it needs to be private sebab
Faham.
we're gonna get very intimate and like personal about how we feel and the things that we're gonna make.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
On the other hand, on stage, it's time to command.
mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What's like one of the craziest memories that you have ever had performing anywhere in the world?
I remember performing to like this is the room, bayangkan ni bilik dia, and there are chairs. It's like a whole row of chairs around the room sini. And I'm here performing, and it's just like a lot of old people sitting. Just, and no one in the middle, and I'm there performing like a rap song.
Listen, that is versatility,
You
okay?
say crazy, right?
Yeah.
That was like wow, like
A rap song.
like a rap song, and then but they're so cute.
Oh no! You're like spitting bars. They're like, yes, boy! Woo! That is so supportive, though.
Ever grateful.
I know, but isn't that like such a testament to like the beauty of music being like, whilst it can be so stereotypically, for example, like rap and hip hop, young person, rebellious thing, like, does it not go to show that that is all a social construct and doesn't even exist? Music is music.
Music is music.
Yeah, take it as it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Really, 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 really cool. Okay, so we're almost at the end of it, but I do want to ask you, like, what's next for you? What do you have in the pipeline? You did Check after that, and you got a bunch of songs. And this year, you've come out with a new single, which is Dari Jauh. How's that been going? That's how we got your time, because sebenarnya Alyph tengah buat like a press tour in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is this song going? And what is it about? And what does it mean to you? And where does it fit into the chronology of you?
There was sometime tahun lepas kot, I had a show dekat Jakarta, and my label tanya whether you want to experience like being in the studio with Indonesian songwriters and producers. About they know that I don't think I've ever worked with anyone else for my own music.
Because you can do it yourself.
That's what I think, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm comfortable with also.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I should be uncomfortable.
Ooh.
Because I'm there. And and I'm always a fan of music and musicians. Jadi belum lagi mengalami suasana pemuzik di Jakarta.
Wait, so sekejap. This is not produced by you?
It's like I'm there with two other talented people. Yeah.
Never been
It's
done
not all
before.
me. Yeah, it's not all me.
Okay. Okay, how did it go?
In Jakarta, they set up 3 sessions dengan 3 different producers and songwriters.
Ooh, best.
So this is one of them.
Wow.
This is one of the sessions.
Ada lagi lah on the way.
Yeah. So this is one of them. And this is with 𝘾𝙍𝙍, who is an amazing musician. And Tay Amelia, who's an amazing artist and songwriter. They work together also pretty often, I think. But in the studio, I remember I just asked Kenny, I was like, yo, Kenny, just play some music. Just play. Because I'm like, I cannot believe like music brought me here. Like what? So he started playing. He said, like, play? Okay, what kind? So this is guiding him, and I was like, whoa, that one right there. Boom, boom, boom. So it's like, okay, let's build it. And then Teddy's right there. He's like observing, kan? So he goes, Alyph, what do you feel when you listen to what Kenny's playing? I said, I feel helpless. Like Teddy, you're asking me about feelings. I got a lot of feelings.
I'm an artist. What do you mean?
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me pull one out, right?
Okay.
So these chords make me feel helpless, lost. And it's like love. So he freestyled. He freestyled the chorus. And when he freestyled the chorus, we were also... I don't think I'll ever get tired of telling the story, because that moments like those are moments that I live for. It's like, it sounds so right, and it just came out. So, yeah, we finished the demo in about like 2 hours, and yeah, we took it from there. We went there to shoot the music video, and weirdly enough, Swipe was the beginning of my album making, right? So, masa saya pergi Jakarta ni, saya dah buat 3 lagi lagu. My album punya structure dah lari sikit.
Okay. Ya, betul.
Sebab it's been like almost a year after since I made Swipe, and I'm feeling a little different also. Right? So when we started making that, then I went back. So now I had to reconstruct the whole album. So Dari Jauh is the first single off the album.
Nice.
And please, next release will be the album.
For real. Finally.
First album.
How are you feeling about it?
Man, finally, like on my end, it's like, how can I not have an album by myself already? So, tak sabar.
But I think you put a lot of pressure on yourself juga lah sebenarnya. Dari apa yang nampak kan? Because you're as I said, like a lot of people take the time. And this is why I asked you that question earlier. Like, contoh, you start a label. Now you're making music for other people. And like as an artist, for me, right, I really wanted to do management, dude. I did. And I tried it with my friends for a little bit.
No.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I managed 2 people.
Wow.
Both are my friends. And then I took a step back and I was like, wait a minute. Guys, I gotta let you go. Love you. But like, I'm not doing you justice.
Right.
And in that, I'm not doing me justice. But you're making an album, which is a time for you to be selfish as an artist.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're making other people's visions come true too.
Right.
And that's why it's taken you a little longer. But I think you need to give yourself some grace on that.
Thank you. This is why we socialize.
Gives you perspective kadang-kadang kan.
Yeah, you need to get a little bit.
A
Kan?
little bit.
A little bit. That's why you got a team.
Yeah.
Amelia has a huge team, by the way.
And I'm only functioning and alive because of them. Facts on facts on facts, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so album.
Yeah.
Next.
I'm stoked for you.
Thank you.
About
I
damn
can-
time.
I cannot wait.
Of course. Dah siap?
Everyone to-
Ready? Cuma tunggu date.
Yes. To be honest, we're mastering it right now. Tapi
Drop the date.
let's put pressure on the label.
Oh, let's put pressure on the label. Woo.
September.
Not me being controversial. September ya?
September.
Kalau tak keluar September, kita buat apa? Kejar label.
Yes.
Okay.
Spam. Label.
How does it work actually? Can I ask? Like what is the I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
Of course.
And
because
I'm sure you don't want to rush it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the label is a big team.
Of course.
With different departments and
Of
different
course,
and all
yeah.
professionals. Jadi dorang ada. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you understand. You have marketing side. You have
100%.
And they need time to
Yeah.
understand because kita kan bila kita bagi dorang lagu ni, kita macam okay, and semua orang setuju. Oh, lagu ni okay, kita akan market lagu ni kan. Tak semestinya kita dah dengar lagu tu dah lama. Dorang baru dengar.
Ya, betul.
So kadang-kadang kita macam expect dorang dah kenal lagu ni macam kita dah kenal.
Betul.
Jadi boleh lah buat marketing plan. I can tell you like off the top of my head like now. I can give you pointers on how to market this. How to be original. Why can't you do it? No, they cannot do it because they weren't there. Right? So it would be selfish of me to do that. That's why
100%.
dorang perlukan masa untuk betul-betul hadam lagu ni and figure out the best way to put it out. And then you have release dates. You have lain artists yang tengah release.
Yeah,
So, you know, you don't want to clash with your brothers and sisters. You don't want to.
of course.
So there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind
Yeah,
that is out of our control.
of course.
Mungkin sebab tu lah kita rasa macam lambat ni.
But you must be so excited.
Very,
I can imagine.
very. I don't want to oversell macam how
No lah,
how the album is like. But
But, okay.
truthfully, despite how it's gonna sound like to everyone or to myself, I'm genuinely excited.
Can I ask you? I know this is very early,
Okay.
and I'm not trying to like spoil anything for anybody, right?
Sure.
So whatever you can answer, you can answer. But what's the like flow? Like what type of journey are you taking us on? Is that too much of a spoiler? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm scared.
Yeah. No, we can't. We don't want to speak on that yet.
Okay.
But we do know that Dari Jauh is the first single of the album.
Okay, so korang pandai-pandai lah.
So yeah, like dia kalau ada that feeling, ada that kind of emotion, that kind of tempo, whatever.
Chun.
So that is an idea lah of where we're going.
Chun. Dope. And in the meantime, while waiting for your album,
Mhm.
which is about to be like huge for you this year again, you also have a lot of performances lined up. I think kalau tak silap May, you have Raising the Bar Fest. August, you have Waterbomb
You
Singapore.
have my shadow.
I told you, you come for my show, I'm not going to waste your time.
Okay. What other shows do I have? Remind me.
If I say any more, he's about to get a restraining order. No, so like, how are you feeling about this year in terms of like performances, connecting with your audience, and also on top of that, you got an album coming, which is dope.
Amazing, because now that the album is somewhat complete and saya dapat focus on the performance aspect,
Faham.
the outfit aspect, the whole branding aspect of things. So shows help me do that. So about when I go up, I'll try things.
Yeah.
I'll try different sets. I'll try cut my songs up. We'll test with different songs, you know. Who knows, I might test a few songs on the album to specific crowds.
Oh,
and
so kalau korang,
just
you heard where I said he was going to be, right?
yeah.
You want some tea, go there.
Right. So, you know, we love to do that. So
Sure.
ultimately, inshallah, bila album tu dah keluar, then we have more feel of how it should all be.
Chin. Stoked for you, man!
Thank you. Me too.
Okay, we're almost at the end.
Okay.
But before I let you go, we got a quick rapid fire session. Why are you looking at me like that?
Sure. It's like it's endless. The surprise.
Why are you going to do so much in your career?
Okay.
So,
Alright.
are you ready?
Sure.
This is the last part though.
Alright.
Man's looking stressed. Okay.
Cool.
What is your favorite type of thing to collect, and is it shoes? Because you did write a song about them, you know.
No. What I like to collect would be toys.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to elaborate. Like, what do you mean?
Let me elaborate.
I'm just imagining like Goku and
Yeah, I'm talking about like Toys R Us. I'm talking about like toy collectors like shops. So masuk sana and then look at
like figurines,
Power
like
Rangers
what? Power Rangers.
and Star Wars and
The
dinosaurs.
Star Wars is lit. Good
Yeah.
choice. Good call.
Thank
I'm not
you.
judging you anymore.
Yeah.
End of story.
Tapi orang yang tak minat Star Wars dia memang pada dia macam like
But listen, we don't like you either. So I'm
Yeah.
joking. I just really love Star Wars. Okay, calm down. Don't come for me. Watch it if you haven't. What are you doing? No. Okay.
you are that kind of you haven't. Oh my god. Where have you been?
Look, like really, like what is this kata bawah tempurung behavior? Like,
yeah. I
give it the
mean,
program.
it is great. yeah. So
No,
Star
it's really
Wars,
good, it's really good.
dinosaurs, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World,
Oh my god, yeah, really
Toys.
good. Land Before Time.
the soundtrack.
Oh, stop! I'm gonna cry. What is this millennials? Like millennial behavior. Okay, next one. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
If you had to choose a career and it wasn't music, what would you be doing?
Fighter pilot.
Why?
Because I love planes. Fighter jets. It's a true story.
Guilty pleasure.
Is it supposed to be rapid?
It's supposed to be.
I'm thinking if I should say some shit.
No, I'm scared.
I mean, yeah, dude. I'm like, should I say that shit? No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guilt.
I was thinking like you could answer like chocolate, you know, like
I
it doesn't
know.
have to be that deep.
Okay, let me go there. Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Kuih Makmur.
What is that?
It's an answer.
What is that?
That's what it is.
Is this a Singaporean thing? No. Oh, I don't.
Come on.
Listen, I'm uncultured. Like, don't come for
What's that?
me.
Is it a Singaporean thing?
I was just asking.
I'm right here.
Sorry. If you could move to any other country, where would it be? And you're not allowed to say Singapore or Malaysia or Indonesia.
New Zealand.
Wow. If I ask you why, it doesn't become rapid, but I feel like it needs like a why.
It's just like, it feels like the oxygen is so...
Clean.
Yeah.
Right? Like and the views are so like
Yeah.
painting. No, I get you.
Have you ever
Would you
looked
not
at
feel
like,
understimulated though in like a very like countryside environment? Like you're on stage, surrounded by people, you're an artist. Like
Let's
would
just
you
go
not
to the town?
Huh?
Just go to town.
I
mean, they have
of course they have town.
with people. Yeah.
Yeah lah, okay lah, betul lah tu, okay.
Yeah. But
My next question was going to be favorite kind of vacation, but I can imagine if the answer is New
That's
Zealand.
a different.
Okay,
that would be a
okay.
different.
Favorite kind of holiday, not place to stay.
Anywhere that has a beautiful beach.
That's as standard as it gets.
Oh man. Yeah.
No, but I can't judge you on it. It's like fair play. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Last one.
Okay.
Favorite joke.
Okay, I'll tell you that my father just told me this one.
Okay,
And it's original.
okay. Your dad just told this to you,
Yes.
so it's a dad joke.
My papa just told me. Come
We
on.
love that
It's a
here.
dad joke because he's a.
No, that's what I said.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But we're not saying it's a dad joke because it's gonna be a dad joke.
No, but it's a dad joke because it's from one dad to another dad, and now it's on this show. So like, it's really like this is a multi-generational dad joke.
Wow.
So it better be good, dude.
Bars.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Do I tell it?
No, we're just gonna
is it?
put it up on this. It's an audio platform.
Oh yeah, you're
So,
right.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna tell it right now, yeah. So, kenapa? Wait lah. Just wait lah for a while. Kenapa bila kita masuk kedai baju nak kena senyap-senyap? Oh, power lah apa-apa. Kenapa bila masuk kedai baju nak kena senyap-senyap?
Kenapa?
Sebab ada baju tidur. Yes. Now that I've said it on this platform, now I cannot use it in real life. You know, I was saving that. I was really saving that for like great intimate moments. So shout out
like imagine.
shout out to Papa.
Imagine he's in the shower. He's sweating because he's doing a performance. He turns around, he looks at the audience, and he's like, guys, kenapa kita kena masuk kedai baju senyap-senyap? Sebab baju tidur.
Sebab ada baju tidur. Sebab ada baju yang tidur.
Ada baju
Sebab ada baju tidur. Yes. But okay, I'm not
I feel
doing.
like your dad's original delivery must have been better
yes,
than that. I'm just gonna say,
yes.
yeah.
We're gonna point that out. Yeah, we're
Disclaimer.
gonna address it.
It's gotta be said.
Kalau dengar original daripada papa saya, memang benda tu, it would kill. Yeah. This is me just, okay, let me just reiterate that I'm not telling a joke. I'm replaying what I saw.
You know when a joke becomes a dad joke?
When?
When it becomes apparent.
Can we type that down?
Anyways, that was it for us today. I hope you had fun. I just have to say though, thank you so much for coming on the show, for spending your time, even though you're all the way on this side of the causeway, for being super, super sporting and allowing me to roast you. I really appreciate it. And also thank you for everything that you have taught me, both directly and indirectly throughout the years. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anytime.
All love.
Is there anything else yang you nak ucapkan kepada peminat-peminat di luar sana ke kamera ini? Terima kasih.
Stay safe. Love your families. And take care.
And senyap-senyap dalam kedai baju sebab mungkin ada baju yang tidur. Berums. Thank you guys so much sebab saksikan Studio Sembang bersama kita. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. But then in the meantime, that's all from us. We'll see you guys next week. Ciao. Bye.